How you doing? This is video 21. I think this is a really important thing I'm going to talk about today. And if you ever catch yourself saying, but wait, my business is different, then you need to give yourself a bit of an uppercut. Because it's one of the worst things you can actually say when somebody is giving you advice, or if you're at an event, or you could be listening to a podcast, reading a book, taking advice from a friend. If you've got a problem in your business and then you're asking for advice, or you're searching for answers, and somebody gives you the advice and you say, oh yeah, but you don't understand, my business is different. That is a really bad habit to get into. And it's like like I said, if you go to an event or a conference and somebody up on stage is talking, saying, yeah, you can do this, this, and this in your business. And you go, yeah, but my business is different. What you got to do is stop yourself from saying that and rephrase it and say, how can I use that idea in my business? And that totally changes your thinking. So when you say my business is different, straight away, you've closed off your thinking and you're not hearing the advice anymore. But when you say, that is an interesting idea, how can I use that in my business? Then all of a sudden your brain flicks different switches, and you actually start thinking different, because how could you use that in your business? Now it might be a really outlandish idea that the way that it explained to you, you sort of go, yeah, that won't work in my business. Or it won't work the way that they've explained it to me. However, how can I use that in my business? And when you start thinking about that, you will start coming up with ideas. And this is where the other day when I spoke about, I think it was video 19, when I talked about making sure you had a brain book. This is where the brain book comes in really handy, is because somebody might give you some ideas, or you hear an idea on a podcast or at an event, online workshop, and you write it down, you write the ideas down in here, and it may not apply to you right now. But as long as you keep saying to yourself, how can I use that idea in my business? Then you will come up with a great way of actually doing it. I remember being at a hairdressing salon once, and I was listening to them talk about something, and the hairdresser said to me, oh, Tyson, have you thought about doing this? And then when she first said it to me, in my head, I'm thinking, I don't know if that'll work for my business. But then I thought, how can I make that work for my business? And as soon as I took on that different approach and that different thinking, all of a sudden I started rattling off ideas. As soon as I got back home, I grabbed my ideas book. I wrote the original idea down that they said, and then I started noting down ideas underneath that on how I could use that in my business. So that is the tip from today. Any bit of advice you're given from anyone, don't say that won't work in my business, or my business is different. Just say to me, I know my business is different. I'm aware that my business is different. I have a podiatry business, you have a hairdressing salon, but ask yourself, how can I use that idea? And I think by changing your thinking and your approach to any advice that you're given, it will totally change the way that you approach the idea and the outcome that you'll actually get from those ideas. Hope you get something from that, and I will talk to you again shortly. Bye.